Welcome to this YouTube channel Learn Quick. I am Sharif here for a video lecture on projection of solids cone. To draw this problem, we need to refer our previous video lecture projection of solids position number 3 in solid type 2. To view the video, the link is available in top right corner or in the description of this video. First, we will divide this problem statement into three parts. In first part, a cone of base diameter 50 mm and altitude 70 mm rests on HP. So from this statement, we understand the solid type is of cone and the base diameter is 50 mm and altitude is 70 mm. In part 2, it is given it rests on HP with its axis inclined at 30 degree to the HP and parallel to VP. So from this statement we conclude it is of solid type 2 and we are choosing position number 3 so that it's going to rest with its base corner in HP and its axis is going to incline at 30 degree, and moreover the VP is going to be parallel with the axis. Okay, so in third part they are given draw its top view and front view. So we are going to draw the front view and top view of this cone when the cone is inclined at an angle with respect to its axis. So we are going to use the change of position method in this problem. So let's see how to draw, and we will see the geometrical procedure in this problem. So already I have drawn the step 1 and step 2 of this problem by referring the position number 3 of solid type 2 from the previous video, and here I have drawn a circle of the given diameter and divided this circle into 12 arbitrary points. Okay, so after creating the arbitrary points, the front view is drawn. I have kept the altitude and the same arbitrary points has been projected and it has been drawn as a generators of the cone. Okay, so now we will quickly name the points which we have created in this cone. We will start with the top view and we will start with the left side. Okay, so and I will go in the anti-clockwise direction. So this point is my A, next is B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K and L, and the apex is going to be O. So now we have completed naming the arbitrary points in top view. So it's time to name the arbitrary points in the front view. So when you see from the front view, this A to G are visible, A, B, C, D to G are visible, whereas from H to L are not visible. And I notice the L is exactly behind B. Similarly for all the points, there is another arbitrary points exactly behind. So from the front view, A is visible. So here I write A dash. The next point is B dash bracket L dash. B dash bracket L dash. C dash bracket K dash. D dash bracket J dash. E dash bracket I dash. F dash bracket H dash, and then finally G dash, and the apex is going to be O dash. Now we have completed step 1, step 2. So here we are going to draw the step 3. So in step 3, I need to incline this axis line at an angle of 30 degree. So I need to keep this angle as 30 degree. So but for construction easiness, so instead of inclining this axis, so I am going to incline the base. Okay, so I am going to incline this base as 60 degree. Okay, so I will explain how this 60 degree came. I will explain how to calculate this angle after drawing this step 3 so that you can understand it better. So first assume the resting corner G dash in any one of the point here and mark it as G1 dash. Okay, so and with the help of protractor mark 60 degree here. So mark 60 degree and then so draw A dash to G dash. So A dash to G dash is nothing but the diameter of this circle, which is nothing but 50 mm. So for 50 mm I'm going to draw a line. So this is my base A dash G dash. This point is A1 dash. So now it's time to find the O dash, which is here. So again I'm going to use my compass and measure from G dash to O dash. Measure this generator O dash G dash, and from G dash make an arc, free arc, and as well as from A1 make an arc. So the intersecting point will result you the apex of this cone. So mark this point as O1 dash. So now again with the help of the HB pencil, join O1 dash, A1 dash, and O1 dash, G1 dash. Okay. So now to find all these arbitrary points, so with the help of compass measure G1 dash to B1 dash. So from G1 dash mark B1 dash. So the same length is going to be from A1 dash to F1 dash. So I mark A1 dash to F1 dash. Again measure from G to C, G to C, the same distance for A to E. Now measure from G to D, and from G mark D. So now I quickly name all these arbitrary points from here. A1 dash, so this is going to be B1 dash bracket L1 dash. So from here C1 dash bracket K1 dash. From here D1 dash bracket J1 dash. From here E1 dash bracket I1 dash, and then F1 dash bracket H1 dash. So now join all the generators O1 dash and B1 dash, O1 dash C1 dash, O1 dash E1 dash, O1 dash F1 dash. So now we need to draw the center line of this cone. So after drawing the center line, extend this axis till XY line. So actually this is my X, Y, and this is your vertical plane VP and HP. So I hope you remember we kept this angle as 60 degree. Okay, so but in question they have asked you to keep this angle as 30 degree. Okay, so initially to overcome the construction difficulty, instead of taking the angle for the axis, I have taken the angle for the base. So in this question the angle is given here as 30 degree. This is 90 degree. Okay, this has to be 90 degree in your projection, and if you add this 90 and the given 30, it will be 120. Okay, so and the remaining angle is going to be 60. So you all know from this triangle the total angle is 180. So this angle is 30, this has to be 90. So 30 plus 90 is 120. So the remaining angle is 60. Okay, so this is how you calculate this angle, and you can directly draw the base and develop this front view of this cone, and you can complete the drawing very easily in step 3. So now we have completed step 3. The next task to draw the step 4. To draw the step 4, project all the points, all the arbitrary points from the step 3 to step 4, as well as from step 1 to step 4. So first I will project the points from step 3 to step 4. So projecting all the points from step 1 now to step 4. Projecting point K and I, projecting point L and H, projecting point A and G, projecting B and F, projecting C and E, and finally D. Now we need to map the points from step 1 and step 3. We have a meeting point here is O1. Similarly, A and A meets here. This point is A1. Similarly, this point is B1. Here we have C1. Here D1, E1, F1, G1, H1, I1, J1, K1, and finally L1. Now when we see from the top view, the generator O1 dash A1 dash is visible, but in the top view we are going to draw the extreme generators. So here the extreme generators are O1 D1 as well as O1 J1. So with the help of HB pencil, join the extreme generators O1 to D1. Similarly, O1 to J1. So now if you think about this base circle, if you see from the top view, the top half of the base circle will be visible. The next half, with the resting edge, the second half will not be visible from the top view. So we are going to join from J1 to D1 in a continuous visible line, and the other half is going to be the hidden lines. So you can do it in a freehand, or if you have the French curves, you can use with the help of French curves, you can draw this arc. So now I am going to draw it with freehand. So the second half is going to be the hidden line. Okay. So now we have completed the front view of this cone and top view of this cone after inclination at an angle of 30 degrees with respect to axis. Now we will do the dimensioning. So first we will do the linear dimensioning. This is the height of the cone, and next we are going to do for the diameter of the base circle and the angle of inclination of the axis. So here I am going to use the engineering template to draw the arrowheads so that I can maintain a ratio of 1:3. In case if you are going to draw these arrowheads manually, so make sure it is in the proper ratio 1:3. So the height of the cone is 70 mm. Diameter of the cone is given as 50 mm. Dia 50, and inclination of this axis is 30 degree. So I mark 30 degree here. I hope this video was helpful to you. If so, do not forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe this channel with bell icon. Thank you.